Good morning, gang. Happy Saturday. I hope there's one thing on your plan schedule for today, and that's going shopping. So, and I'm going to get to that in just a second. But real brief, I don't know if you all saw this, talked about this the other day with Biden and the lockdown, or not lockdowns, the moratorium. Ohio Representative Bob Gibbs has written up articles of impeachment against Biden for violating the Constitution, kind of what we talked about the other day. Now, not that this is going to go anywhere because you think Nancy Pelosi is going to bring this to a vote. Hell no. Okay. But at least it'll be on the record. Okay. And it also puts Biden on warning that, guess what? What comes around goes around. You wanted to play all these games last year with, last couple of years with no evidence whatsoever. And, now we've plainly got evidence, here. So you better pray to God that you're going to win in 2022. I know some of you are going to say there's not going to be elections. Okay. Well, we're not that far yet. Okay. But yeah, so at least we've got somebody that is doing what's supposed to be done. But all right, so let's go back to hope you're going shopping. And a couple of you have written me wondering what's going on. Wal-Marts, Costcos, everything like that, all of a sudden are shutting down in places for a couple of days. Okay. Jacksonville and Panama City, Florida, Claremore, Oklahoma, Pagosa Springs, Colorado, a couple of different places in Kentucky. The Walmarts are coming in saying we're closing down for 18 hours, 24 hours, 48 hours. And the official story is they're cleaning. Okay. Now, I'm not going to take that away from them. That's a possibility. There's a lot of traffic. We all know what kind of characters wind up in Walmart. And with all the fear mongering going on about Delta, now a super Delta, sure. I mean, this could be being prudent, all right? But as per normal, there's more to the story than what the media tells us, okay? Now, we've talked about, and I'm not saying just me, I mean, the prepper community, all the channels, pick one, about the shelves looking a little sparse, okay? Front loading the shelves, make it look like they're full. You go in there, you want to buy green beans, and there's 4 cans. Toilet paper, oh gee, instead of being 200 packages of it, there's 12. So they're front loading everything. Now, I noticed this when I was at Dollar General last weekend, that the store was all of a sudden a little more open. They took out an entire row, maybe 2, of shelves. And so now the aisles were a little bit bigger. The shelves were barren, somewhat barren. They're front stocked, okay? But you could tell they took out the shelves because the marks in the floor were there where shelves had previously been, and now everything was a little, so instead of the aisle being 4 feet wide, it was now 5 feet wide because they took one shelf out, so it didn't look like the store was empty. Well, I'm betting a lot of this is going to be the same thing that's going to go on at Walmart and at Costco, because we're going to see some serious shortages. And if you wonder why, and this is not just, crazy stuff going on, the economy or whatever it is, let's think about where all this stuff comes from. China is in lockdown, guys. Whether or not you know it, okay, China's pretty much locked down damn near the entire country, okay? Most Chinese ports, how do you think stuff gets to the United States? Cargo ships, okay, are now requiring a COVID test for all crew coming or leaving China. And they have to remain at anchor, docked, okay, until negative results are confirmed, which is requiring these ships to quarantine for anywhere between 14 and 28 days. So what does that mean? If a ship comes in, okay, maybe it takes a day or 2 to unload it, a day or 2 to load it, okay, let's just say. But they've got to sit there for another week and a half to another 3.5 weeks till the crew can be cleared. Now, we all remember 6 months ago that car parts, we know the semiconductor shortage, anything like that is going to be, was, oh my God, what are you going to do? Nothing's coming from China. This goes back to the problem that we had until we had 45 in, which 45 was bringing manufacturing back. 46 kicked it all back to China. Okay. We still get way too much stuff from China. And when China can't ship it to us, guys, guess what? That means we can't get it. Okay. Now, what does that mean? Oh, I don't know. Let's think about some of the stuff that comes from the area. Most of your medicines come from India. Okay. Where do the Indian ships go? They go to China. Where do the Chinese ships go? They go from India to China to the port of Los Angeles. Okay. Guess what? Prescription meds. Gonna have a problem getting those. Clothing. Where does clothing come from? We're going into winter. I said to you guys a week or so ago, get your winter clothes now. There's not going to be anything coming. There's not much. I won't say anything. I mean, obviously there's something that's going to get through. There's still stuff that's made in the United States. But the majority of textiles and everything that we get comes made from China. Go into your closet and look at the tags on any of your sheets, your shirts, your pants, whatever it is, and they'll all say made in China. Occasionally you'll get Waco and Mexico, but chances are you're wearing a bunch of Chinese clothing. Now, if that's not coming, look at shoes. Where are shoes coming from? Boots, things like that. Sure, you can get the American-made stuff, and I have always been an advocate for buying American-made. But this is what's coming, guys. Okay. The stores are rearranging. They're cleaning, but they're rearranging. And I bet you when you go into your Walmart or your Costco or whatever store after they reopen, the store is going to look a little more spread out. Why? Because that way, if they've got less shelves to fill and the same amount of stuff, they can make the shelves look full. This is all a game that is being played upon you, okay? And if they can't get more stuff, you can't get more stuff. It behooves every single one of us to buy whatever we need now, okay? And I'll go through stuff again. Canning jars, automotive parts, oils, anything like that you need to get. Clothing, bathroom supplies, towels, blankets, anything that you think you can possibly need to get through winter, you're going to need it. Biden promised us a dark winter, guys. Don't forget that, okay? And I don't think he meant the season, but I think that's what's coming. Yeah. This ain't the Suez Canal. This ain't, this isn't the Port of LA. There ain't nothing coming across the Pacific, guys. And as it is, it's going to be real slow. So get what you need. Get it while you can get it, because you know damn well come October, November, we're going to be seeing news stories all over the place. There's nothing in the stores, blah, blah, blah. There's nothing coming from China. What's the problem? It's because China's in lockdown. We all know what that story brings along. Have a good Saturday, guys. Pinball out.